ラートム
Okay, folks, we are finally here. The final preview video from Mushoku Tensei episode 23. Last week's episode, man, our boy was hurt. He was depressed. Now he's like, man, I can't even describe how I felt about that shit. There is so much controversy surrounding that shit right now. It's not even funny. Okay, right now, Marvin's Room, Not You Too, Trust Issues, Jaded, Faithful. Rudy's got the Drake playlist on repeat right now. But what I want to showcase is this, and I did a podcast discussion earlier this week with my friends about it. The fact that there was so much symbolism and meaning behind it, and this is for those who have not read the books. Trust me, this isekai is so well written for character development, but I want to see how Blind wants to showcase Eris's point of view. So without further ado, y'all, the final preview. Let's go. Oh, they're starting with Eris is doing this now? Ah, Eris! Eris! Your hair! Oh, Rudy! Rudy, my boy! Oh my god. Yeah. Yo! There is so much that I can't even put into words right now. Wow. Holy fucking shit! Damn it! Nah. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. Like the fact that I'm shaking right now. Fucking Christ. Oh. Whew, wait a minute. Listen to me. For a lot of people who are throwing controversy out right now because of the intimacy scene with Eris and Rudy, there was so much symbolism behind it, but we didn't see the backside of that, of what led to that, you know. And for the sake of this, I want to just discuss this real quick, frame by frame. Going back to here, so from how I'm gonna guess this is gonna go down. This is gonna showcase like what happened between that night and that following morning. Rough translation of Japanese. She talks about how when she came back, the Fitoa region was gone. The Boreas family was gone. Her parents and her family are all dead. She had nothing. You know, essentially her whole livelihood's gone. And they saw that. We also saw how in 22, the Mana disaster, the severity of it, the desolate, and how it sucked up life. You know, and Roa was a big city. It was a fortress city. It was huge. And Buena Village had all this beautiful country, the scenery, all that's dead. Symbolizing that former life of theirs is gone. It's no longer there now. And this right here. When I first read this in the book and I saw the scene where she had to leave, I was fucking so heartbroken. I knew it was coming, but to see Blind tell it like that, animate it like that, it fucking hurts. It still fucking hurts. I've been on a Drake heartbreak anthem all week just for Rudy and this show. Eris said, you know, is going on a draining journey. Okay, There's a reason behind why she's doing it. It's because from the fight with Orsted to seeing Rudius get killed, Eris realized that throughout the journey, she really didn't offer much to Rudy. Rudy pretty much led the team from everything. And she's the older one. She feels inferior to his greatness because while she thought they were both walking hand in hand, you know, like not hand in hand, but it's like on an equal like playing field together. No, she was actually let me do it this way. She was actually 3 steps behind the entire time. And that was a reality check to Eris. So now, and at that instance, you know, now from here, let me run that back. So now that we see, you know, Eris's point of view, which I'm glad Blind is going to showcase this, because people need to hear it straight from the horse's fucking mouth about why Eris chose to leave, why she chose to leave Rudy, why she chose to basically leave behind the only fucking thing she's loved so close, dearly to her heart. Why she chose to do it. That's the tough. That to me, that is probably the most hardest thing to do when you love something, is to, in order for you to, you know, in any case, she chose to leave Rudy, the man that she rocked with for 3 years, from Demon Continent to Westport to Zanport to all the way to Millis, through the Great Forest Holy Sword Highway, all the way through the Red Dragons, even all the way back to Central. 3 years. 3 years of an adventure and memories. That means something. Fuck, man. I want to point this out because someone pointed out to me on Twitter. Someone said this. Pay attention to Eris's face. Look at her face. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are not like completely like white obscured. They're red. So this proves for everyone in the goddamn community that's been trash talking her. Okay, this proves that she was crying the entire trek all the way where she's going, which is to go train. She was crying as she was walking away. This proves that she was hurt a lot. She was crying. She left Rudy. She left her home. She left her livelihood. She left the only thing that she's ever loved, which is Rudy, by the way, what I'm talking about. She chose to leave Rudy. That proves that she did not walk away from this. She didn't choose, you know, just dirt off my shoulder. Shout out to Jay-Z, by the way. She didn't just do that. She's emotionally hurt too. She's carrying some wounds and some bags with her. For those of you who are saying that in the community, wow, I cannot believe that they showed that. And that is such a great fucking character development setup. Please, Studio Blind, if you see this video, please, I am asking you, I have read volumes 15 and 16. Please take your time with the character development, do it justice, and set it up for the reunion that is in need in order for these two. I have never seen... I lied. I've seen one before, but not this. This is the second one. I'm trying to think. I have seen an anime where two characters in a show are so deserving of each other that they need to be together. Trust me, if anyone needs to be together, and look, for those of you, and I'm going to say this now, hashtag Team Eris all day for me. Hashtag Team Eris. I'm going to start a trend with that shit. Team Eris all day. Because I know, I've read the book, I know where her character development is. It's so good. Oh my god, it is so well written for her. You know, I have never seen a woman that is more loyal, more down to earth, and more loyal to ride or die with you. You know, to the point where if you're sad, she'll get mad and start murking people and start finding who did it. Like, where do you see that at? You see what I'm saying? But again, the fact that it shows that Eris did not walk away from that unscathed. She's carrying a wound in her heart too. But you could see, let's showcase that sequence. What she says, even like, again, my rough translation to Japanese, even though the Boreas family is gone, her wealth, her status, her nobility is gone, she is still the child of Saros, Philip and Hilda Boreas Greyrat. So that means that Eris is no longer looking at her noble aspect of life. She's choosing to carry on the name that she was given at birth. My name is something that was given to me. It's special. I'm going to choose to carry that name. I'm still their daughter. So long as I'm alive, their name lives right here with me. The Eris made that connection and made that resolve to carry that name, even carry this name with pride in my heart, with my head held high. Like a true fucking G. I respect that. I respect this woman right now. Oh my god, I respect her. Yes! But despite her leaving Rudy and leaving the man that she declared her love for, she said, you know what? Whatever comes my way, I'm gonna tackle this obstacle. Whatever is in my path, I'm gonna go through it. I will go forward. In order to be stronger, you gotta go forward. So she decided, instead of being stuck in the rut, she strapped on her boots, strapped on her gear, and jumped in the trench and said, let's go. If that is not a respectable aspect, I don't know what is. See, and now we come to Rudy. God, my boy still, oh my god, boy, fuck. He's still fucking hurt. See, again, I had my friend translate that. She said, I want to live with Rudy. I want to be with him. I want to have children with him. But as I currently am, I can't offer that. You know, if I were, it would be a lie. And we both know Eris doesn't do things half-assed. Okay? She doesn't. So by her leaving, and a lot of people say, you know, the note, she could have explained it. But we both know how Rudy is with his words. He could have easily convinced Eris to stay. You know, because at the end of the day, Rudy himself made the connection that he loved Eris. See, in this panel shot sequence, Rudy, he doesn't know what to do. You know, at first it was just a job to him to get her home, but then, again, as the intimacy went on, he realized that he genuinely cared for Eris. He genuinely does love her. You know, the 3 years of memories, you can't just wish that away. You know, that's something you cannot forget. You know, especially when that situation. But now Rudy's gone, Eris left without a word to him. He doesn't have in my mind, a logical reason to keep going. But I think in some way, shape, or form, Rudy does put things together. You know, it could be that, or it could be the fact that he has to now fulfill his promise to Paul and go help look for his mom, Zenith, which we have yet to find. But I think Rudy's smart enough to figure this out. And I think he does indeed figure out that if Eris wants to change, wants to be a better person than what she was, you know, again, Rudy did the same thing. Basically, you know, strap on my boots, one at a time, jump back into the fight and said, I gotta march forward. You know, because, and I think in this next episode, Rudy's gonna see that, you know, he's gonna make a connection like, you know what, she left and she moved on from me. I gotta do the same. I have to move on. But let me tell you, man, our boy is gonna be on his own going from here on out for a while. This boy, he's basically running solo on this one. He's running point on this by himself. No backup, no assistance, just him. This journey is really gonna be hard. And for those of you who read volume 7, 8, 9, oh man. Oh. But again, there's a lot of controversy between Eris and Rudy. There's a lot of controversy right now. Okay, people say that, and by the way, I want to say this though, her short hair, blind. You did a phenomenal fucking job with that. Okay, seeing that right there, oh my god, this is what makes me like Eris, trust me. And I know it's coming. Believe me, I know it's coming. In order to figure out his priorities now, who he is, really. But what I will say is this, though. If this, again, Studio Blind, they did the same thing with 22. They showcased something, and yet they brought us up and then brought us back down to earth. Okay, now if Studio Blind, if they're going to do this for the final episode, again, I'm going to re-reference the Twitter post that they made. They said, watch till the very end of this episode, the very end of it. So if that's the case, if Studio Boeing decides to end season 1, core 2 of Mushoku Tensei like this, I won't be upset. I will not be mad. I really honestly won't. It's setting up for what is coming in the future, for the future arcs, for the future stories, just going down the line, you know? And yeah, this is it. And the title in this episode, it says it all. Wake up and take a step. In a sense, everyone now we're seeing all the viewpoints of where everyone is standing. Everyone's going to go on their own individual journeys to find themselves, set out their priorities, and set out who they are actually setting up to be. That's the wake up part. Now taking a step. That's tough. That's a tough one. That's going to be a tough one for me. Because it's going to be a long trek. A long trek, especially until we get into the double digits of the live volumes. Especially until we get into that. I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. Again, if Bind wants to showcase how they pulled off the the first Orsted encounter, and then the whole intimacy with Eris and Rudy, man, we are in for a ride. But at the same time, I'm excited for it. I want to say this though. Even though this is sad, I don't want it to end. But as one journey ends, another one starts. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this quote from Orson Welles. Okay. And I'm gonna play on this a little bit because it's my own little version of the words. If you want a happy ending, that depends on where you stop writing the story and putting down your pen. Okay. Now, for this shot right here, this shot speaks with that quote. It's the fact that if Rudius wants to have the ending that he's looking for, he's got to keep writing. He's got to keep going. You know, he can't just stop here. Stopping here won't solve anything. It won't bring anybody back. It won't do anything for him. You know, and Eris the same way. The both of them are setting out on their journeys to find out who they are, who they want to be, with still holding the pride and the fire in their heart, like the mutual love that they have for each other. Who knows? Maybe, trust me, volume 16, shit. But that's later down the series. I hope Blind does that justice. But with that being said, folks, that's all the time I have for today. I know it's kind of early for it. We were supposed to get this video on Wednesday, but I guess the animation studio wanted to push it back due to the controversy on Twitter that's going on right now. But as always, folks, I'm gonna do a reaction with my friend DJ because this is the final episode. I have to do it, and then I'm gonna do a whole discussion from start to finish of the series for the entire first season. But that being said, I'm gonna take us out. If you like this video, drop a like, drop a comment, turn on that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. Please post to all your socials, spread the word. We hit 62 subs. We're almost at 100 subs by the end of this year. Let's try to get it before Christmas. And with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all on Sunday, the final episode and the season conclusion of Mushoku Tensei, episode 1, core 2. Later.